In the aftermath of World War II, America stood tall, a beacon of hope and resilience. The war had left the nation battered, but the spirit of the American people was unbroken. 1. With the victory secured, the nation embarked on a journey of rebuilding and renewal, ushering in an era of unprecedented prosperity. 2. The 1950s, often referred to as the post-war boom, was a time of remarkable growth and transformation. 3. The war had stirred a sense of national unity, and with the end of hostilities, this unity was redirected towards a shared vision of progress and prosperity. 4. The economy, which had been put on hold during the war, sprang back to life with a vigor that was unparalleled. 5. Factories, mothballed during the conflict, were reopened, and the country's industrial machine roared back into action. 6. Unemployment plummeted, and the gross domestic product, GDP, soared, setting records that would stand for decades. 7. The post-war boom was not just about numbers and statistics, however. It was also about people, about dreams, and about the American dream. 8. For millions of Americans, the 1950s represented a chance to start anew, to move from the cities and the factories to the suburbs, to own a home, a car, and to send their children to college. 9. The suburbs, with their well-manicured lawns and new homes, became the embodiment of the American dream. 10. The post-war housing boom saw the construction of millions of new homes, many of them suburban, as Americans sought a better life for themselves and their families. 11. The 1950s were also a time of cultural change. Rock and roll music, born in the African American community, became the soundtrack of the era, challenging the status quo and offering a voice to the young and disaffected. 12. Television, still in its infancy, became a household staple, bringing news, entertainment, and education into millions of homes. 13. The post-war boom was not without its challenges. The civil rights movement, which had been simmering for decades, came to a boil, as African Americans demanded equality and an end to racial segregation. 14. The Cold War, too, cast a long shadow over the era, as the United States and the Soviet Union engaged in a global struggle for ideological supremacy. 15. Despite these challenges, the 1950s remained a golden age of prosperity for America. It was a time of growth, of dreams realized, and of a nation coming of age. The post-war boom would have a lasting impact on America and the world, shaping the course of the 20th century and leaving a lasting legacy that continues to this day. 16. In the end, the 1950s stood as a testament to the American spirit, a testament to the indomitable will of a people who had weathered the storm of war and emerged stronger, bolder, and more determined than ever before. 17. The post-war boom was not just a period of history, it was a chapter in the ongoing story of America, a story of courage, of resilience, and of the power of the human spirit.